The weather took a change for the worst here in northeastern Oklahoma. I don't know why. I mean, we were just like at record temperatures 2 days ago, and then the rain came in and it got cold. It's not freezing. That's good. So we're we're experiencing tropical like rains though, and it hasn't stopped for a couple of days. So it gave me the chance to sit down and try to come up with a plan for the electrical. And when we built the addition, we didn't do all the electrical ourselves. We hired an electrician, and Lance. He came in. He was great. We both went to the same, knew a lot of the same people, grew up in the same town, went to the same school for a short period, and he's an excellent electrician around this area, well known in these parts, and he and I had a lot in common, and we got this whole addition knocked out. But when we moved on to the second phase and the addition, the small addition, smaller front office / mudroom with the deck, I think that we can tackle that part ourselves, especially what I learned from this house and the electrical. And we've got the breaker panel set. We've got wires running. We've just got to, choose what fixtures, light fixtures, receps, all the things that go into the electrical switches, all that stuff. So I was going to take a software approach to it, and I sat down and looked at one I'm going to show in this video, particular software that I'm not knocking it. I'm not an affiliate of it or anything like that. I just wanted to show what it was like for me to go in and try to figure out a new program just by testing its free feature, and then what I've decided to do versus that in the second half of the video. This is my bucket list. I'm living my dream. We're living our dream. We're building on. We're adding on to the cabin. I've explained in videos past why we moved up here, and we are in the process of hopefully within this next year wrapping most of this up, and I'm here to share that with you. So
we don't have it in our budget really to have the electrician that helped me with the whole add-on come back out, and so I have decided to attempt to get all the materials just as I did with him, buy all the materials and do hopefully all, if not 90% of the job myself. So I started out with a search on Google here, make floor plans for electrical, because I want to make a plan, even though it's just a small room, 12 feet out, 14 feet out, or whatever it is by 16 wide. I'm still wanting to get an idea of what I'm going to be looking at and get a plan so that when I go to the electrical place or Home Depot or whatever, I've got a pretty good idea of the materials list based off this, hopefully. So I went into Room Sketcher, and it said on the search, create an electrical plan. So here we are in this, and this is a little program. They're based out of, this is their Google map, Norway. Interesting. And there's a list of all the articles in this section. Here's a little diagram of what you can do in an electrical. Is a detailed technical drawing that gives you a clear visual of the electrical points in a building. Kitchen, dining room, living, entry, so you can make all this layout. There's your dining room light, bedroom light, CD receptacle, double switches, single switch, ceiling fan, Um, then you can just go down here and look at it all in 3D, whatever you create, 2D to 3D. Here's your little symbols. So I don't know anything about this program. I haven't tried it yet. So we're going to go in. I've already signed up. They've sent me a confirmation for me to use their free version. Now they've got a pay as you go. Give it a try before you buy limited features right here. So I'm going to give it a shot and we'll be back to see if we can draw up this simple little addition and get a material takeoff list for the electrical off the electrical diagram in that room in Room Sketcher. Okay, so we are in Room Sketcher and I'm signed in. So we'll go to that. And I've got a couple of projects already, and this is a room addition electrical guide, and so I'm going to edit it. Looks like it pulls up a little editing window. Okay, so we've got this little room sketcher room template here pulled up. Design window. Let's go to office. We're gonna call it an office. We're gonna go up here to new level, one level. Start from scratch. So, all I found really is I can draw a box like, 16, I think it's 16 foot wide. And, oh, I'm going to go this way and 12 foot out. But so how do you put in windows? I'm not seeing any options over here on the right. I didn't see any, I'm not going to stop, for each window and door and then, install it. But maybe that's how you do it. You definitely, can't stop on a wall that you're building. So there's a box. I don't, would I fail in this program? Probably need the pro version of this program to be able to do anything further to get those results that I, found in the Google search in the demonstration. Because the free version, I don't think you're even going to be able to do, an electrical room layout. Okay, so we've just exited out of Room Sketcher, and I had found a pretty handy little article, no pun intended, by the family handyman right here. Great website. They've got suggestions up here at the top. Should you do your own electrical work? And then they've got this article, drawing your own electrical plans. Now, this is probably going to be the way that I'm going to go. Electrical plans are a roadmap to project your success. And yes, you can draw your own. Here's what you need to know. Starting a project with the plan is like using a coin flip instead of GPS for navigation. Sure, you'll get somewhere. Heads go left, tails go right. But is this really the best idea? We're talking about electrical projects. Absolutely not. Having an electrical plan to guide you as you install new lighting and other devices is much safer and saves time. So there we go. That's the reason why I am researching this, because I'm a carpenter. I'm not an electrician. And I am going to start from scratch with the room addition and the deck. We've got several lights going in. We've got soffit lights that are going to go in on the eaves. We've got several exterior switches, locations, along with the receptacles and the wiring. What is an electrical plan? Electrical plan is a detailed drawing or diagram that shows the location of all the circuits, lights, receptacles, and other electrical components in a building. When do you need an electrical plan? Just as I said, whether you're doing major renovations, minor updates, or building a home or cabin from the ground up, you need an electrical plan. And I did have an electrical plan with an electrician when we built the master bedroom, kitchen, and bath. And he was very helpful, but we're moving on to the next phase here. It's not as big. We got the breaker box set. We got the wires. We ran a wire in the attic to handle most of, if not all of the receps, but we'll still need some more wire. We'll need a couple of junction boxes. And it says here, here's what you'll need. Planning software optional. That's what we were talking about earlier. If you've got a big project and you're wanting to do the whole house, rewire a whole house, or a new construction, then maybe, it would be worth buying, a program like what we just got through looking at, Room Sketcher. Tape measure, colored pencils, graph paper, architect's ruler, non-contact voltage tester, and receptacle tester. Make sure what's hot and what's not. Labels and pins or markers for the panel. Lay out your home. So you're going to go in, you're going to lay it out. Your home by hand. Now, this is what I'm going to do instead of with the software, because I need to move on, and I'll just use 1/4 inch paper. 1/4 inch equals 1 foot. Use a triangular architect's ruler. I have plenty of those in paper and a drawing board. And I can certainly draw up this little 16 by 12 addition and this, 600 square foot deck and roof and all of the wiring, draw electrical devices. Once you have your blueprint, start making where you want your electrical components or where you want them to be if you're building a new one. Walk around your rooms, make a note where the receptacles and switches are located, where the lights on the ceilings, where are the symbols? Use the symbols. S's or switches, circles, can lights to represent, and they got to click here, common electrical symbols. In this article, you can go down and check out all the electrical symbols that you can use and steal off this little electrical plan symbols to use on a handwritten drawing, which I will show that handwritten drawing once I get it put together, the rough sketch, and some of these symbols will be on there. Switch, 3-way switch, dimmer switches. We really don't use those a lot. We may out there in the office. GFCIs, weatherproof switches, double receptacles, all that stuff is linked back to this article. And I'll leave a link to both of these articles in the description. So that's that. That's a good link to all the things that you need to know for drawing your own electrical plans. I hope that this helps. I hope it's informative. It is to me. I learned something while doing this.